Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking at a supplement stack, making well, a pretty massive promise.
Huge promise.
Right, to optimize the entire human experience.
Mhm.
Claims to be way beyond just a standard multivitamin. We're digging into Total Human. That's 16 pills a day.
16 split between morning and night packs.
Exactly.
And our mission for you today really is to get into this contradiction that sits right at the heart of it. Because it uses solid, well-researched ingredients, but the actual dosing, well, that raises some, fundamental questions about whether it works as promised.
Okay, let's unpack the structure then. So you've got a DNAC, 8 capsules. That's for energy, focus, that kind of thing.
Right.
And then the night pack, another 8 capsules, aimed more at relaxation and recovery.
And it basically bundles together 10 different supplements they offer.
Yeah, including some well-known ones like their Nootropic, Alpha Brain.
Their brain booster, yeah.
Various mushroom blends, krill oil, and even specific formulas for, like, bone support.
Okay, but here's where that big optimization claim kind of bumps up against the cold, hard data we looked at in the source material.
Okay.
Our central finding, and this is really stark, is that most of the key ingredients in this Total Human stack, they're delivered at roughly half the dose.
Wait, half? Compared to what?
Compared to buying those same exact supplements individually, at their full clinically studied strength.
So the source material actually shows they're underdosing their own products within this bundle.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's like ordering a double espresso and getting a single, isn't it?
Exactly.
So like Alpha Brain, normally you need 2 capsules for the dose they studied, right?
Correct.
But here you only get 1.
Yeah.
And you mentioned other things too.
Yeah, other key compounds like huperzine A, which is important for focus. Again, it's cut down from the clinically researched amount, basically halved.
So it feels like they're giving you sample sizes, almost. But packaging it as this like Maxon performance regimen.
That's a good way to put it. And it creates this really interesting tension because the science behind those individual components, well, it's often quite solid.
Right. Like what?
We're talking about ingredients like cordyceps mushrooms. There's decent research suggesting they can help with exercise performance.
Okay.
Or things like strontium and vitamin K2 for bone health. Those are generally well-regarded ingredients.
So the ingredients themselves are effective tools.
Potentially, yeah.
But they're just delivered here at what, half strength?
Essentially, yes. For many key components. That's the hurdle we need to get our heads around.
Okay, so if the science suggests it's half strength, why would anyone actually choose this? There must be something else going on.
Absolutely. And you have to look at the factors that might outweigh that dosing weakness. And the first one is just pure convenience.
Okay. Makes sense.
I mean, it's all prepackaged, travels really easily. It takes away all the decision-making, No need to juggle 10 different bottles every morning and night.
That's a huge plus for some people, definitely. Removes the friction.
And then there's the cost factor. If you actually price it out, buying this bundle saves you roughly 40%.
40%? That's significant.
It is, compared to buying all 10 components separately at their full price and presumably full dose.
Okay, so convenience and a big cost saving. But what about the actual user experience? Does it work for people even at half dose?
Well, connecting this to the bigger picture, the feedback seems pretty split, right down the middle, actually.
How so?
Some users do report positive effects. Things like clearer thinking, maybe better sleep, some mention vivid dreams.
But there's always a but.
Others report some pretty severe negative side effects. We saw mentions of intense stomach pain, sometimes bad enough that people sought medical advice.
Ouch. 16 pills is a lot to swallow, I guess. Literally.
It's a heavy load. Your digestive system has to cope with that volume twice a day. It's either going to adapt or it's going to, rebel.
Yeah, it's not just the ingredients. It's the sheer logistics of taking a handful of capsules. Imagine packing that for a trip.
Not exactly minimalist travel, no.
So this brings us back to the core business question, doesn't it? If the full clinical doses are proven to work better, why would a company intentionally sell a version with half doses? Seems like it undermines their whole optimization pitch.
But see, that's where you have to look beyond just the product specs and see the business model, perhaps.
Okay.
This might not be about providing the ultimate optimization in one box. Maybe it's more like a portfolio management.
Portfolio management, how so?
Think of it less as a destination product and more as a gateway. A funnel product.
A gateway, like an introduction.
Exactly. It lets users try a sampler of their range. They get to explore, which of these nootropics or mushrooms or oils seem to work for them.
I see. So they try the sampler.
And then potentially they upgrade. They might decide they really like the alpha brain effect or the mushroom blend and then buy the full-strength individual bottle of that specific product later on.
So it's designed for supplement discovery, not necessarily supplement mastery from the get-go.
That's a perfect way to phrase it. Discovery, not mastery.
Okay, so let's synthesize this then. Total Human clearly offers real convenience and a pretty substantial 40% cost saving.
Compared to buying separately, yes.
But that seems to be achieved by consistently reducing key ingredients below their established clinical dosages. It's a sampler approach.
Yeah, the ultimate takeaway seems to be that Total Human is selling discovery and convenience at a discount, not necessarily delivering the full clinical punch of each ingredient within that box.
Which leaves a really interesting final thought for you, the listener. Given that this product seems designed more for exploration than perhaps peak efficacy at full strength, is that 40% saving worth it for what's essentially a high-end sampler pack?
Or is the real value simply in finding out which one or two of those 10 components you might actually want to invest in at full strength later on?
Something to think about. And that's all the time we have for this deep dive.